So Sonic Mania Plus is finally out for everyone to play, and I wanted to give my overall thoughts on this new DLC slash new game, whatever you want to call it, Sonic Mania Plus. Let's talk about it right now. I've had a lot of playtime with this game, so I just wanted to give my thoughts on everything new that they've added, and this is only for the new stuff, the DLC stuff. This is not for the full game Sonic Mania Plus. I'm pulling an IGN, I'm sorry guys, but I already reviewed Sonic Mania last year, so I'm not gonna do that again. It's still fantastic no matter what. So let's begin. This new DLC has some new features like Mighty and Ray, which are two new characters to Sonic Mania. We have the new Encore Mode, and we have a new bonus game, which is the pinball minigame. So that's pretty cool new additions. But let's talk about them. I'm going to talk about the new characters first. Mighty and Ray, they are fun. They are pretty good characters. I think they've nailed Mighty and Ray. Mighty's hammer drop seems to be pretty situational. It doesn't seem to have much use outside of a few areas where you can stomp the ground. It's cool, but it's nothing major. Whereas Ray's flying up and down ability is super cool. You can absolutely break stages with this thing. It's actually super fun. Ray's one of my favorite characters to play as in Sonic Mania now because he's just so much fun to play. You can fly pretty much infinitely if you're good at the game, or if there's not a massive wall blocking your way. It's very fun. I love Ray. It's pretty fun. Let's talk about Encore Mode though, and Encore Mode, I'm sorry guys, but Encore Mode is just, it's just kind of boring, I'll be honest. It's not the best thing ever. All Encore Mode is, really, is just palette swap changes of the stages. Sure, there's a tiny bit of tweaking of the level design, but it's nothing major, and you have to be a hardcore Sonic Mania fan to recognize that the stages have actually been changed in level design slightly. I only knew they were changed because I actually speedrun the stages, so I could tell the small differences, but if you don't play Sonic Mania a lot and you played this, you wouldn't feel like it was brand new. You'd feel like it was the exact same, because it basically is. Palette swaps do not even look that great either. The Sunset Green Hill one looks fine, but then you get to Titanic Monarch and it's this disgusting pink colour. Absolutely horrendous. Oil Ocean is set in the day, so the music doesn't even fit with the stage anymore. I do not think that Encore Mode is that great. I think it's pretty cheap. It was rushed, it was done really quickly, just so that they could put it on the box that there's something new for the game. And it's just really underwhelming in the end. It's very underwhelming, especially the final boss. I won't talk about spoilers here, but that is very, very underwhelming, I have to say. Stages don't look great, and the music is the same, because I really feel like something that could have made these actually feel different is if they remixed the music somewhat. Like, take the exact same tracks as Sonic Mania, literally the same MP3 files, and like sort of change them to fit the new level theme, the new level aesthetic. Like, aka for Green Hill Zone, it's sunset, it's more chill. Slow it down, add some more bass, or add a drum in the background, something. Anything, but no, it's just the same Green Hill music, and that goes for every stage in the whole game. It's not very good, I do not think. It's just a cheap cash in, I feel like, this mode, just so they can say new Encore Mode, but it's really just palette swaps and that's it, nothing else. Modders can do this way quicker. Like, modders have gone above and beyond with making new Mania levels, so I don't get why the actual Mania team themselves couldn't have done something a bit better than this, just a bit, even a new zone, anything, but no, it's just recolored zones. Not great in my opinion. Then we have the new pinball minigame, which is actually competently made. It's fully 3D, just like the special stages, they're fully 3D. It's cool, it is cool, but my big problem with it is that it's too damn easy. And then you're gonna be telling me it's just a bonus stage, it's meant to be easy, but no, because the bonus stages in base Sonic Mania is Blue Spheres, and Blue Spheres aren't easy later on. They're actually pretty damn difficult. So for this mode to be the easiest thing ever, I have to kill myself in the pinball stage instead of actually dying legitimately, because it's so damn easy to just get to the top and spam and get all the items. And it makes me want to avoid these bonus stages every time I see them. I just avoid them because they're completely pointless and just boring to play. Granted, the music in the stage is really good. It's a Trap Tower remix by Hunter Bridges. It's a pretty good remix, but the actual bonus stage themselves, they kind of suck. I'm sorry guys, they're not that great. They're kind of just too easy, so I just don't enjoy playing it. Playing something that's too easy is not fun, so I just avoid them at all costs. And then we've got my biggest complaint with this Mania Plus DLC is that it just feels unpolished, because you can tell they didn't get the original team back to help make this DLC. They've clearly got a shorter staff now. They've got a smaller team, a way smaller team, and it shows. Everything feels unpolished. aka Ray Sprite, is so huge. It's bigger than basically all the characters, and Ray's a small character, but he just looks so out of place everywhere. Then we've got Angel Island, the 20-second Angel Island stage, which is also pathetic, by the way. It should have been way longer than 20 seconds. They should have just not even put that in the game, honestly. It's completely pointless. But that stage, you can tell that they just rushed that. The background for that stage does not look finished at all. The ocean in the background doesn't even fucking move. It's just a still image. It's not very inventive. It's really rushed, I feel like. Modders could have done a better job of that than the actual people who made this. I'm sorry, I really feel like they could have. And since this stage is so small, they could have easily done it. So I just don't understand. Maybe they thought that they're not going to be making this a full 2-act thing, so they decided to just rush it out really quickly. If you didn't know, by the way, this got leaked ages ago. This entire new update got leaked ages ago, and that's how we found out about Angel Island. It got leaked, so obviously this has been in production for ages, or they stopped production months ago and just delayed this to say that we've got a new game coming soon. I don't know, but my big problem is feels incredibly unpolished. I do not think it's great. And also the remix for the Angel Island isn't great because it wasn't done by TWIP, because for some reason they didn't get TWIP back. They got him back for Mania Adventures, but they didn't get him back for Mania Plus. They got Hunter Bridges, and it sounds fine, it sounds good, it just doesn't sound creative. It uses the exact same sounds as the original, which I do not think is great. They could have added a new instrument instead, but it was just the exact same one. What was even the point in adding Angel Island back? If you're not even going to do it justice, you're just going to rush it out just to say, oh yes, we have Angel Island. But you really don't, do you? Because it lasts 15 seconds and it's rushed. It's unfinished, unpolished. Music is not that great. It's just cheap and I don't like it. It gives Mania this cheap indie vibe, and I did not want that to happen to Sonic Mania. But that's what this DLC, in my opinion, has kind of done. It doesn't make Sonic Mania complete. It makes Sonic Mania feel cheaper than it was previously. So overall, I think this was disappointing. I did not think the Mania Plus DLC was the best thing ever. I don't hate it. I guess it's better to have it than to not have it. But they at least should have done it more justice than this, in my opinion. The Encore Mode wasn't great, the new characters are fun, but Ray Sprite is completely dumb and too fucking big. Angel Island was a complete joke, the music wasn't the best, so overall, not that great. They did add new special stages that are actually more challenging. I think that's pretty good, but they do just use pre-existing assets which make the special stages don't even feel new. They just feel the same as the older ones because they just changed the layout but kept everything else the exact same. Like they just reused the assets from the main Mania mode and just used them for that. So I did not enjoy that either because they could have easily made some new ones. And guys, I get it, this was just made so that they would give a reason for people to buy the physical version. It's fine, they didn't actually have to add this. They could have just made it physical and it would have been fine. So I can't really complain too much. It's just a little extra added thing that we really shouldn't expect too much from. So I totally understand that before you start jumping on at me for complaining so much. But in my opinion, if you're going to do it and you're going to promise the fans all this stuff, do it right. Don't just rush it out. It feels rushed, and I'm sorry. There's even music glitches back as well. The music glitch where the music would stop playing, it's back. It's in the game. Now granted, they did update the game itself, but that's not even part of the Mania Plus DLC. They just updated the game and gave it way more polish in terms of that update. They added new stage transitions, they added actual sprites for Super Sonic for when he goes in the spring and everything. That's cool, I like that a lot. But then the actual Mania Plus DLC is really cheaply made, in my opinion. Even Mighty and Raid Super Form, which spoilers by the way I guess, they look the exact same as their non-Super Forms, which I guess Tails and Knuckles kind of do as well. But even Knuckles looks more different than Mighty and Raid. Knuckles turns like pink, whereas Mighty and Raid, they're the exact same colours, and they look really cheap. You can't even tell they're super. I don't like this DLC. I don't think it's the best thing ever. I feel like the wait wasn't worth it. Absolutely. I did not think it was worth the wait. But this is just my opinion in the end. Let me know if you guys think this DLC was disappointing in the comment section below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch and Discord. And subscribe to me on YouTube for more videos like this. I do Sonic news and discussions. I'm trying to do more discussions. I've been doing way too much news, so I'm doing more discussions now. And I also do Nintendo content, so stick around for more Nintendo stuff. And make sure to hit the bell so you're always notified of a new upload from me. But with all that said guys, thank you all for watching. And I'll definitely make sure to catch you all later.